Three stories. Two are completely false. One is 100% real. Can you guess which one is true?
Be careful. Some of these stories sound incredibly convincing, Shu, but science will prove them wrong.
Hey everyone, welcome to True or Trick, the show where we test your instincts and challenge what you think you know. I'm Julian, and this is Riley, and today we've got three unbelievable stories for you.
Will you be able to separate fact from fiction? Stick around until the end to see if you guessed right. In October 1996, hikers in Colorado spotted a man walking alone along a remote trail, disheveled, barefoot, and visibly confused. When they approached, he didn't speak at first, then softly asked, "Where am I?" He had no ID, no phone, and didn't know his own name. Medical staff at the local hospital were baffled. Physically, he was unharmed aside from some mild dehydration and frostbite. But psychologically, he was a blank slate. The only item in his possession was a small silver locket in his pocket, engraved with the names Emily and James and a date, March 12, 1898. Law enforcement ran his fingerprints, but no match was ever found in any database. Then, just as suddenly as he had appeared, he vanished from his hospital room 3 weeks later. Security footage cut out at 3:07 a.m. and restarted 3 minutes later, with the bed empty and the locket left neatly on the pillow. His identity remains a complete mystery.
In January 2008, Jérôme Kerviel, a French trader for Société Générale, made headlines worldwide after it was discovered that his unauthorized trades had cost the bank nearly €5 billion, one of the largest financial losses ever caused by a single person. As media swarmed the story, Kerviel disappeared, prompting speculation that he had fled France, committed suicide, or was in hiding. For 5 days, police, journalists, and investigators could not find a single trace of him. Then just as suddenly, he walked into a Paris police station, completely calm and dressed in a freshly pressed suit. He offered no dramatic explanation, simply stating he needed time to reflect. What unsettled many was his demeanor. No panic, no apology, just an eerie serenity. Some believed he'd undergone some kind of mental transformation.
During a 2011 family camping trip in the forest near Rotorua, New Zealand, 12-year-old Owen Clark wandered away from the tent site just before dawn and vanished without a sound. Search parties scoured the area for hours. Then, 6 hours later, a man in his 30s, shaking and soaked, was found near the riverbed less than a mile from where Owen had last been seen. He said his name was Owen Clark. DNA testing stunned investigators. It was Owen, but his body had somehow aged 20 years. His fingerprints matched. So did a birthmark and a chipped tooth he'd had since childhood. Owen claimed he'd entered a tunnel of light underground view where time moved strangely and beings watched him. No scientific explanation was ever found. While the family has stayed out of the public eye since, the story lives on in New Zealand as a legendary unsolved case.
So, which one do you think is true? Drop your guess in the comments before I reveal the answer.
Story number one, Trick, the mountain hiker who forgot his name. As mysterious as it sounds, there's no official case of a man found with no identity, no past, and a locket from 1898. This story blends amnesia, time travel, and a vanishing act, but it's all fiction. A great tale, absolutely. A documented case, not at all. Story number two, True, the disappearance and reappearance of Jérôme Kerviel. This really happened. Jérôme Kerviel disappeared in the midst of one of the biggest financial scandals in European history, only to calmly reappear 5 days later, surrendering himself to police. While there's nothing paranormal here, the real-life silence, timing, and eerie calmness surrounding his reappearance have fueled curiosity and conspiracy ever since. It's a reminder that sometimes truth is strange enough. Story number 3, Trick, the kid who aged overnight. Sounds like something from a sci-fi novel, and that's because it is. There are no official records, photos, or witnesses to a boy aging decades in just hours. Still, the idea of vanishing into a fold in time, it's a concept that keeps imaginations racing. So, did we fool you? Or did you see through the fiction? Let us know in the comments which one had you convinced. Don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories in the next episode of Truth or Trick, where the line between real and unreal is thinner than you think. And that's it for today's episode. 3 unbelievable stories. 2 were completely made up, and 1 was 100% real. Did you guess correctly? Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and other times a well-told lie can sound incredibly convincing, but that's why we're here, to challenge your instincts, test your logic, and keep you on your toes. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-bending stories, and let us know in the comments which story fooled you the most. See you next time for another round of True or Trick. Until then, stay curious,